the longer that you can sit with yourself without doing anything, the more productive you will be. So that's what I think meditation is sitting still and doing nothing and basically becoming aware of your thoughts, becoming aware of things that are telling you to do something. And yeah, the longer you can be in this state of just sitting still and doing nothing, the more present you will become. And also, the more in control of your actions you will be. So if you can be in this state of presence for a prolonged period of time, you'll start to become throughout your daily life, you'll start to become aware of the times when your mind is like, uh, look at your phone, or like, oh, I have to check and see what this person said, or I have to check in my messages and see if someone texted back. You start to become aware of those thoughts. You start to you start to be able to question these thoughts before you actually do the action. So, like, it's kind of hard to explain, but me, like, if I get that thought, like, oh, I have to check and see my messages, I have to see if this person responded back, I'll ask why. Like, why is it important to check my messages? Is this is the conversation actually that important? Or is this urge to check my messages just a way to escape the present moment? Which one is it? And so, like right now, I'm having a lot of urges to end this video because by ending this video, it would end the discomfort that I'm feeling right now. And there, to be honest with you, I am a little bit uncomfortable right now. I feel a little constricted in my like voice and chest, and I'm not like breathing properly. So, but I'm going to keep on making this video because I'm showing you, or at least I'm going to try to demonstrate that I am getting these urges right now to end this video, but I have the control to keep on pushing through. And I think you can get in this state of feeling like you are in control of your mind when you're present, because if you can sit still for even like say 30 minutes of doing absolutely nothing and just kind of watch what's happening around you, you can start to become aware of your thoughts. Like if you're stressed out about something, you'll have this like loop of like stressful thoughts. It's like, well, if this happens and this happens, if I don't do this, then this happens, and then this happens. But then if you're sitting for like 30 minutes or so, that loop will eventually like fade off because then you'll get like a realization, and the realization is that like, oh wait, that was just a thought. Like these are just thoughts happening. So thoughts are just thoughts. Thoughts aren't good, thoughts aren't bad, they're just thoughts. And whatever it is, if you do it for an extended period, if you're living in your thoughts, it's taking you away from the present moment. And when you start to become present, you start to become comfortable and you start to feel like, I don't have to do this. You start to be able to make the choice. Like, you start to be able to choose what you want to do. You start to be able to dictate your actions. I don't want to be on my phone right now, so I don't have to be. And I think this awareness simply just comes from the present moment, comes from you sitting and doing nothing. And doing nothing has like a bad stigma to it, like doing nothing, being lazy. You don't want to be lazy. So it's a fear. There's a fear of being lazy when it comes to sitting and doing nothing. But actually, sitting and doing nothing will make you the most successful person in the world because doing nothing, the more comfortable you can become with doing nothing, everything just starts to naturally come to you because you're like, I don't need to, I'm not a slave to my thoughts. I'm not a slave to these things. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. I get to choose. I can choose my next step. But this feeling of choice only comes in the present moment. You know, if you're nonstop moving and you're nonstop doing something because of this idea of success, then you'll never get this like realization. You'll never get this sense of control. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for this sense of control and this sense of choice and sense of freedom. And freedom comes in the present moment, I think. So I know I've talked about this in another video, which is become more productive by doing nothing. And this is sort of expanding on that. And this is talking a little bit more about it. And it's honestly changed my life. You know, I try to sit still and meditate for at least 30 minutes a day because that time of disconnection is beautiful. It really is. It's beautiful. And if you can spend time in nature, you start to just like see things for really like what they are. It's like you see things like just happening around you. And it starts to you start to see things as they actually are. Like it simplifies things. Like I was just meditating before this, and really, I saw a woman walking her dog, and that's really all I saw. Like that was the truth. That was the actual thing I saw. Nothing more, nothing less. It was like I just saw a figure moving, and not like a figure, but like it's hard to explain, but you see things sort of as they are and as they're happening. And there's not, it simplifies things. There's nothing much more to it than that. And I feel like that feeling or that like simpleness and clarity comes in the present moment. Right now, I feel pretty present. I feel like aware of I feel like I'm aware of my thoughts and yeah, I could tell I'm a little nervous. I could tell I'm a little constricted. But I do still feel pretty present. I still feel like I'm here. And the more you can have this feeling, the better. So if you found any value out of this video, hit that fucking subscribe button, hit that fucking like bucket button, and let's grow this shit. Thanks for watching.